go. So now that I have gotten motivation to do this through one of my friends, Jake and or Claptrap, this video is a zombies video. My first ever zombies video. I've been wanting to do zombies for so long, and that's why I wanted Black Ops 3 to come out even more, because I wanted to do a video like this. I wanted to bring you these theories that me, Claptrap Unit, aka Jake, were brainstorming late at night, drunk on Mountain Dew, and just tired out of our minds. So I'm gonna let this cutscene play out because you probably can't hear me, but yeah.
I know I yelled at you real bad. I know I said some things I shouldn't have said. But I was just angry. Upset. You know how close I am to this movie deal. I mean, they know about my dancing, but those pictures. You don't want to mess up my chance for stardom. Do you, baby? What do you say?
Okay, well, enough of that cutscene. We've all seen it before. If you haven't seen it, then go watch a different video. And yeah, we're not going to worry about that right now. But hello, yes, welcome back to the return of the channel. I know, it's been a really long time. I might just start uploading weekendly from now on, but yeah, so we'll figure that out. But today I wanted to bring you a zombies theory video slash story background fucking pothead theories, I guess. So me and my friend Claptrap were discussing this a little earlier, and we had done it a while ago with our other friend. We had discussed the whole zombies storyline. We had uncovered the secrets of origins. We had uncovered, you know, the points of the portraits in, you know, what you name it. We've discussed it really late at night. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. So what we had finished talking about today was the whole deal with Shadow Man and the 4 characters. So, you know, Shadow Man says that you were cursed, you are marked, all that stuff. What I think is that the original crew, Nikolai Dempsey, all of them, they were supposed to be these 4 people. These 4 people were not supposed to be the ones here. Now, if you don't really know what the Rift is basically the whole cause of everything getting fucked over. That's why you see laser guns in World War II maps. That's why you see, you know, that's basically the whole reason that all of these abnormal things in these time periods are here. So, you know, the Rift is the cause of all abnormal activity in the series. Now, that may have something to do with this, but what I think is that Samantha purposely made sure that Nikolai Dempsey, Takeo, and Richtofen made, or I guess not Richtofen, but the 3 characters made it through the experiments untouched. And if you don't know what I mean by untouched, if you've ever listened to the audio logs in Derice, you would know that they had people go through the teleporter things or whatever, and that they used those to, those were the experiments, and when you put them in the teleporter or whatever, they came back from a human to a zombie, and then they had to kill it, and then they kept doing it. They did it like 4 times. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, what if what we don't know is that the 3 characters, because Nick Richtofen wouldn't make sense because he was there, and she probably made sure that he helped she probably made sure that he helped the other crew. But what if she knew, since it's all the whole time thing is all that stuff, what if she knew that at some point later on in their lives, in the whole story of zombies, that they were gonna have to put the world back together in a sense, like, because there's 4 dimensions, right? All 4 dimensions are basically raping each other right now. That's why there's zombies in all 4 dimensions. Everything's getting tossed around like gay baseball. It's all gone horribly wrong, right? So she probably knew that they were gonna have to be the ones that had to put everything together. She knew that at one point they had to put some thought into it, but they would know what they had to do, when they had to do it, and that they would do it when they needed to. Now, the only problem is that we don't know that for sure. But what we do know is that there's no telling us wrong that happened. You know, there's no way to prove that we're wrong. There's no way to say that, oh, that's fake. There's no way that that's actually happening. She didn't make them do that. Obviously, it's a theory, but what I'm saying is that they might have already, she might have already known what they had to do. She might have already known because of what happens later on in Origins and the Giant and all of this, that what happens, what needs to happen. So that's that. Basically, to sum that whole theory up, and there will be multiple tonight. I know you're gonna have to sit there bored out of your fucking mind. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. That's one of the theories, but to sum that one up, she knew that they were the only only three that knew what they had to do when they had to do it. So she made sure that they were the four that actually passed through, because they didn't just use Nazis or POWs or Jews or whatever in the experiments. They used anybody they could get. They used Japs, they used POWs, they used civilians that were willing or unwilling, they used fucking dogs, you know, they used anything they could get their hands on that was alive, that wasn't like a plant or something. And eventually it all came back as a zombie. But what if she made sure that they didn't come back as zombies? Now, what if she made sure that they came back normal, and when their minds were swept, whatever happened before their minds got swept, she knows what happened. She knows that there's something up with them. She's not telling us something. Now, that might be that, you know, that Richtofen and Maxis end up being friends at some point. That might be that she switches body with Richtofen. We don't know for sure what she is what the whole purpose of that was, but we do know that she believes, or we do think that she believes those are the only three people that can do it, and Richtofen is going to help them because she's going to make sure Richtofen does. Now, another theory, it doesn't really have anything to do with that per se, but if at some point in the Giant dialogue, and I haven't gone, that's the only map that I actually haven't gone in depth and researched into in terms of Easter eggs or whatever, but in terms of dialogue, from what I have heard slightly, that Dempsey mentions going to multiple countries. Now, what I assume is that is at least Japan, America, or the moon, I guess Area 51, all of that stuff, Germany, and there's a fourth one. Now, the fourth one is yet to come. There are leaked videos and people putting the notes together somewhere in the storyline, and they're thinking about it, but we may have another zombies map in Stalingrad this time. Now, we've already had one in Germany. We've already had several in Germany. We've had the Giant. We've had Der Reese in World at War, Black Ops 1. We've had Kino der Toten. We have Nacht, Verrucht, all those. That's Richtofen's side of the deal. We've had America, which is Dempsey's piece of the pie. You know, there was Area 51, then he went up to the moon with all of them, and you see the Origins Dempsey up there in a way. And so, what we also think is that not only are those the four, like, not only is there going to be a Stalingrad, you know, not only is there going to be a Stalingrad map, but that there's meaning behind that. There's a reason that there were four places there. Like, there were reasons that those four countries were picked. If you don't know the whole story between World War I, basically Germany, whenever they went to invade France, they went through Belgium. They went across. France expected them to go straight across the border through France, so they boarded the hell out of that part of the border, part of their country, and they were ready for them to come straight out of Germany. What didn't happen was that. They ended up coming through Belgium and almost succeeded, but something ended up happening. I don't know the whole story because I'm not a fucking nerd to that point. But at some point, that did not go as planned. But we do know that they went through Belgium, or at least attempted to. Now, in the Great War, the battles of the Great War, the front lines of the Great War, that whole cutscene in the beginning of Origins, or I guess the Easter egg part of Origins, Samantha talks about how it all began. That's where we know it's called Origins. We've already gotten that down. What we don't realize is that there's a reason that it happened there. There's a reason that they did it through there. There's a reason that it happened during that time period. She knew, certain people might know, I don't know, but basically, the border, the front lines of the Great War, when she says that, she means the border between anywhere that from the border between the edge of the France-Belgium border to the edge of the French, or the France-Germany border. Now, that may not have anything to do with the storyline at the moment, but at some point I feel like that may come into play because how close they were to, I don't know, I don't think there's any French maps. I don't know if Shadow Man is French. You know, he's got an accent, he might be French, it doesn't really matter. Alright, now, all we know is that the border, you know, that whole border thing. So, that may not have anything to do with the story at all. But, look, I don't know, it seems like that may have a key role in the 4 country parts. Dempsey also mentions going to Portugal or Brazil or some other fucking country around there that speaks Spanish. I'm kidding. I know Brazil speaks Portuguese. Okay. He's talking about something that has to do with that. I have no idea what other countries he said, but all I know is that the 3 characters and then Rick Hoffman were chosen for a reason by Samantha, most likely at least. And she knew what they had to do, she knew that they would do what they had to do when they had to do it, and they would know exactly what they had to do. What we don't know is how, we don't know why she had a change of heart, and we don't know when she had a change of heart. But that's really all that I can think of right now. I'm sure there are multiple theories that I have missed later, or missed, and we had talked about later on tonight. But all I know is that the theories that I had mentioned today, those are the theories that I had somewhat had part in coming up with. But if you want more, if you thought my theories were a little fucked up, if you realize that I'm a horrible speaker and that I probably fucked the whole storyline up and you have no idea what I was talking about because I messed everything up, then go check out Claptrap Unit, or Claptrap, I guess it's ClaptrapKing. Go check out Claptrap's channel, or I guess Jake if you're a friend. Go show him some love. Go make sure that you watch his side of the story so that you may know what I'm talking about. He may clear things up for you. He may say some things that I didn't say that will make a little more sense. The way that I talk, I really didn't do well. I was just kind of rambling on, but it was good rambling, you know. It was realistically the most worthy rambling of the ramblings that you could have rambled. Okay, that's really the only way I can put it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm about to get butt fucked by this 3-mouth big feller. But if you want to know more, like I said, go to Jake's channel. Go figure out whatever you need to figure out from the internet. Go figure out whatever you need to figure out from his channel. Just do what you gotta do to understand our theories. And you never know, we may have to get arrested by the CIA because we figured out the zombie storyline. You know, you just never know. So, yeah, alright, I hope you have a good night, and I will talk to you all later.